Hello and welcome back to the old realms and our wonderful damsel playthrough. So here we go, we actually now have the ability to spend another focus point into faith, which is exactly what I'm going to do, because hilariously enough, I did manage to miss a religious site in Bretonnian territory, and yeah, obviously that's really bad because we want to be able to level up our faith skill relatively quickly, so that's why I'm going to go back and we're going to go and do that in just a moment. Now what I'm actually going to do is we're going to get veterinary because that's going to make it a lot easier for our mounts to stay alive and so on and so forth, and otherwise we're going to get braced as well, probably 25% chance of dismounting enemy cavalry with a heavy hit. I think that seems pretty decent. And otherwise, apart from that, we don't really need to do anything else. There are career options, though. I think we have one more career point. And, oh yeah, thank you very much, by the way, for letting me know exactly what ward save is. Apparently, according to people, it makes you have reduced damage from these various things, or it allows you to completely avoid damage. So whatever the case, whatever it actually is, it is really good. So it is definitely something that we want to try and maximize as much as possible. So what I'm actually going to go for here is I'm probably going to go for 10% ward save if our armor weight does not exceed 4. Because that means that I'm going to have to prioritize looking at our armor and making sure that our weight doesn't go above 4. But I'm pretty sure we already have above 4. As you can see, this is 1, that's 0.6, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2. So yeah, we are very much over that. Total equipped armor and weapon weight is 11.8. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're going to need to do something about that. But don't worry for now. We're not going to need to worry about it just yet. We will need to worry about it as we go forward here. But obviously I don't have enough cash right now to be able to spend on damsel gear, because obviously there's going to be some special damsel gear that is going to provide us with magical benefits and is also going to be extremely light for us to wear. Anyway, you arrive at a grove of the cult of the lady. Pilgrims from the surrounding settlements are praying to the Lady of the Lake. Pray to receive the blessing of the lady. Let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna pray here for a little bit, and there we go. Look at that. Nicole is now a follower of the cult of the lady, and look at how much faith we just gained. 6 skill points, actually pretty crazy. We gained the blessing as well, and you need the offering perk in the faith skill line to perform this action. So that's the thing that is actually going to provide us with renown, I think. So if we do have a that perk, I'm actually not entirely sure where that's going to be. Is it going to be here? What? You gain 3 hit points for every point in discipline? Okay, wait a minute. Hello. That's very strong, isn't it? I think that's very, very strong. Okay, yeah, well, apart from that, we don't have... yeah, we don't really have anything here. This is great, by the way. Imperturbable. Imperturbable? Imperturbable. Is that... What a word. What a word. That's, I'm not even going to bother again to try and say that. Anyway, we've got offering here, which is 150, but I am going to attempt to get this one because this gives us 500 faith skill every single day while waiting at a settlement. So that's going to be extremely powerful here. Cursed regions on the world map have 20% reduced damaging effect on our party. I'm actually not entirely sure where the cursed regions are. Some people have told me that they're in the north. So let me actually just reset the camera real quick. Okay, so is it here? Is this... no, it doesn't seem like I can even go this way. As you can see, my cursor says that that is a stop sign, basically. So I'm not able to go that way. Maybe here? I don't know. It seems like it's just a bit snowy. I'm actually not entirely sure, but... whatever the case, I will be now making my way over to the Chaos Portal because we are going to need some cash, and in general we could also, I think, maybe pray at the Shrine of Sigmar. I know some people said that this was a warrior priest thing rather than a damsel thing, but there are a variety of buffs that we can gain from this. I actually wonder if I can pray multiple times at the same place. Because if I can pray multiple times, then obviously it may make sense for me to just stick around here and just try to get as much faith skill as possible, because that's probably going to really do us a good amount of, you know, well, everything. It's going to give us a good amount of everything. So it would actually be a really good idea for us to do that potentially. Anyway, we're just going to move on here. Just going to take all the gear and all the loot and all that wonderful stuff. And yes, I am going to continue attempting to try and upgrade my forces. I know some people said that maybe that would not be the best idea, because we are then going to end up having a very large amount of expense, because of course their wages are going to skyrocket quite heavily. For example, the questing knights right here, their wages are 30. I'm not entirely sure what level these are. They are tier 8. These guys have 17. These guys have 8. These fellows have 40. So the Grail Knights obviously are the most expensive, as you can see. And they're the ones that we're actually getting quite a lot of as time goes on. So that's a little bit worrying, maybe. But from my perspective, I'm kind of thinking that maybe it isn't actually. You know, maybe it's actually not going to be that bad, because I'm going to be able to gain significant amounts of cash just by, as you can quite clearly tell here. Look at what I'm doing right now. Look at this. Look at how crazy this is. Boom. Just got 32,000. And there is actually a really, really nice headpiece, a prophetess headpiece. And I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe we want to go and buy this. Maybe we want to buy this too. Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm buying it. I'm buying it. There we go. Yes, give me this. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, it's doing a bit of shaders. We're not going to be able to display it just yet. Ooh, we look so cool. Look at this. Look at how cool we look. Okay, yeah, I'm very, very excited about that, as you can quite clearly tell. Okay, so I'm still going to get a significant amount. I really want to buy these bracelets here, but they basically will nullify every single bit of my profit, which is the main issue here. I don't think I'm going to be able to make this work, which is very sad. I can buy this horse, though, which I will be getting. Thank you very much. Is there a banner that I can buy somewhere? Because I don't actually have a banner right now, and it would be really, really nice if we could get one. But yeah, no, never mind. Okay, so apparently there isn't anything. So yeah, as I said before, we will just continue onward. The Shrine of Sigmar is around here somewhere. I'm actually not entirely sure if we should even... should I pray there or should I not pray there? That's the question, because obviously we've already technically become a follower of the lady. So does it matter if I then pray at an alternative location? Because we're obviously wanting to try to increase our faith skill as much as possible. The only other way that we can increase our faith skill, of course, is by buying scrolls. And scrolls are, once again, very expensive. So that's also a thing that we have to take into account. We can't just, you know, randomly go everywhere and be like, oh yes, I don't care about cash. We're going to need to make money in some way or another. So that's kind of the reason why I'm thinking, well, if this is going to give me an opportunity to gain some faith skill, then I think it might be an idea. I'm just going to save just in case, because you never know when crashes are going to happen. I don't think it hasn't really crashed for me many times since I removed all the mods. So I'm just going to, I'm still going to be a bit careful, because you never know what's going to happen there. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Pay to receive. Pray, not pay. I mean, some places do that, but anyway, let's do it. And we're going to gain, I hope, 6. Ooh, we only gained 4. Okay, we only gained 4. Okay, well, there's a lot of forest around here, which is actually really, really good. I think the Sigmar blessing does actually give me movement speed, if I recall correctly. I think it gives me movement speed in forests, but I could be incorrect about that, so don't quote me on it. Wow, these are really expensive to upgrade, as you can see. Very, very expensive. Okay, so first of all, where do we want to go? We want to go to Averheim. There is the Chaos Portal over there. I would like to do the Herdstone actually as well. Isn't there a Herdstone really close by? I seem to recall that there's a Herdstone around here. I'm actually not entirely sure. Ooh. Ah. Oh dear. It's this guy. As you continue your travels along a meandering road, the soft whispers of the breeze accompany your every step. Suddenly, the rhythmic beat of approaching footsteps captures your attention. Glancing up, you spot a mysterious figure approaching with confident strides. As they draw nearer, the glint of a finely crafted rapier catches your eye. The stranger stops before you, a warm smile on their face as they appraise you. "Ah, what a stroke of luck to meet a band of worthy warriors on this lonely path," they say. "I am Vittorio de Luca, a master of the blade from the distant lands of Telia. I have journeyed far and wide, seeking a worthy adversary who can match my skills in combat, and now fate has led me to you. Care to prove your skills in a friendly duel with a little wager to make it exciting?" I'm going to accept I will accept it, but I highly doubt I will be able to do anything, okay? Now, bear in mind that I did do this before with my vampire series, and it didn't go very well. And if you want to, have a look at the full thing with me reading it all out, then you can, of course, watch that. But I'm not going to do that again. But if you would like to also read this for yourself, then, of course, you can pause the video and do that. That's the wonders of video for you, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, this guy is going to absolutely murder me. There's nothing I can do about this, unfortunately, because he just, literally, you can see exactly what's happening here. Oh, I actually hit him? What? Oh, I'm not dying instantly? How am I not dying instantly? Okay. Well, that's very weird. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, no, he's going to kill me now. Gonna go for an overhead if I can. He's just literally... Wait, I can actually push him into the corner here. Maybe I can actually do something with this. We can actually kick him. Oh. I wasn't expecting to win that, okay? I really was not expecting to win that. My character does not have a huge amount of one-handed skill. And personally, it just doesn't matter that much to me, okay? That's literally the reason why I'm not really trying super, super hard to do it. But you can try, you can try. And yeah, as you can see, we acknowledge his skill and bids his hand farewell and so on and so forth. I'm mostly concerned with getting to the herd stone. That is my main thing right now. Ooh, hello there. That's a lot of people. Can we get embroiled in this? Yes, we can. Very, very nice. Look at that. Now we're at an extremely low amount of HP as well, which is kind of irritating. So, kind of not too pleased about that. But that's the point. The loot that we can gain from these various battles that we can do with these Empire deserters and so on, they are really going to make a huge difference. Okay, so yeah, I think the herd stone is actually over there. Yeah, I think it's a little bit further forward from where we currently are. Just going to sell all of this. As you can see, look at this. Another 11,000. Extremely, extremely lucrative for us. I will have to get rid of this. And I will also have to get rid of something else. There is no way that I can... should I just get rid of the shield now? I'm gonna put it there as a lock, just in case. But yeah, as you can see, we need to get to under 4. So I need to remove a bunch of other pieces of equipment and things like that. But obviously not just yet. Don't really want to do that just now, but yeah, actually, wait a minute. There are some prisoners that we can let go, and then we can just move on. All right, so, ooh, hello. We've got a wonderful, relatively large warband here. I do need to level up my spellcraft as well, so of course we're going to be attempting to do that. I think, am I at adept level yet? I think I am, right? No, I'm not. I need 75. Oh, okay, I need 75. That's fine. Alright, well, we will attempt to do that. I'm going to take Authority, I suppose. Authority seems relatively good. A +5 increase to party size isn't really going to break the bank in any way, shape, or form, but it's going to be a little bit. A little bit of a benefit here and there. Never hurt anyone. So I guess that's alright. And there's a bunch of... Oh, hello. Yes, bunch of deserters going to be around here because of the wonderful hideout there, too. And you can see here that we're actually not doing too badly in terms of cash. So I'm pretty happy about that. If I kind of just hold my horses a bit, almost literally in this case, because we're not going to be leveling up our cavalry too much, but if I make sure that we don't level them that dramatically, then I think we'll be in a pretty decent spot. We shouldn't need to worry too much about our cash situation, but that's not always how it's going to be, of course. We do need to be a bit aware of what's going on. Anyway, just going to sell all of this. Look at that, another 15,000, another 17,000 in fact. And where is that thing? It might actually be on the other side. There's another Shrine of Sigmar over there, which we could potentially go to, but actually, wait a minute. I think it's down here, isn't it? I seem to recall that it's down here or something. Wasn't it like along the river? I seem to recall it was... Yes, there it is. It's all the way over there. Yeah, that's not going to work, unfortunately. Yes, we will have to just go to the Chaos Portal instead then. I was very much hoping that we'd be able to test our mettle, as it were, against the Beastmen first. Because if we were to go to the Beastmen first, you can best bet that we would probably have a pretty decent time of things. We'd probably be able to achieve victory without too many problems. And then we would be more, shall we say, more likely to have some confidence going into the Chaos Portal fights. Because I'm not actually going to go into the Chaos Portal itself, but I am going to be drawing as many enemies out of it as I can. We're not going to go for 250, though. That's, I think, maybe a little bit too harsh for me at the moment. But I will be attempting to fight the Chaos Raiders, and we'll see... we'll make a... Well, yeah, okay. What about this? Okay. We're going to make a decision based upon that. So if we see that we're extremely good at what we're doing and we can win really easily, then we'll make a decision based on that, what we decide to do afterwards. Okay, so as you can see, this item provides us where 10% holy damage. I don't know whether this is actually good for me, to be honest. Is it good for a damsel to have holy damage? I don't know whether I do holy damage, that's the thing. There is a Celestial Wizard Staff here as well, which actually provides us with lightning damage. Lightning damage, I don't know whether we're going to be using that either. I should go actually and speak to one of the Magisters here, because maybe he has some things that we might be able to utilize. Like, for example, some scrolls. It might be a good idea. So let's actually just take a quick look at him real fast and see exactly what we have here. Buff a target ally's weapon. I don't really need that. Yeah, I don't really need any of these things. Lore of Fire, Lore of Light, Lore of Heavens, Lore of Life. Okay, yeah, so Lore of Life, as you can see, we only have 2 things here. I think I'm probably going to be taking Summer Heat. Cause a small area to radiate unbearable heat, causing fatigue, impairing movement by 50%, and making the enemies vulnerable to fire damage by 25% for 8 seconds. 8 seconds doesn't seem like a significant amount of time, enough so that you're going to be really able to do much in that time. Whereas if I go for Drain Life, I might, in fact, it just says from an enemy. So does this only affect one person? Because if it only affects one person, it's not really going to give me much, but I'm thinking about my spellcraft level ups here. How is it going to be for me to level it up if I use this? Is this actually going to be good? I don't know. I don't know, 8 seconds in a battle might actually be really, really strong. Okay, fine. We're gonna get Summer Heat, and we'll see what goes on with that. And then we're gonna see if we can maybe get something that increases my faith skill. I don't know whether they actually have any books that increase faith skill. They do have something that increases engineering, but I don't have any focus points in engineering at the moment, so that's not gonna make that much of a difference. So I'm kind of going to leave that for now, but I will come back, and once we have some points in engineering, then I will be, of course, doing that. And someone actually had a really, really good suggestion as well, by the way. Thank you for this. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should just buy something that increases my spellcraft. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to buy that, and we're just going to sell all of these other things that I have available here, you know, because this guy has 63,000, so he may as well give me some cash, right? You know, he may as well give me some stuff. Yeah, anyway, someone had a really good suggestion where we basically end up using a gun. It might be a cool idea to use a gun, gunpowder, and so on and so forth with this character. Not sure how effective that's really going to be, but because we are already speccing a huge amount into discipline, it might actually make sense. If you think about it, it might make sense. Maybe? I don't know. I think that seems pretty cool. I haven't seen any guns available, but I'm not really looking for them, I suppose. So that kind of puts paid to that, doesn't it? But you know, that's neither here nor there at the moment. So that's the point. I'm thinking, yeah, we're probably going to do that. There is another spellcraft book there, but I'm not actually going to be buying that at the moment. Spellcraft gunpowder. Spellcraft again. So faith isn't actually available here as far as I'm aware. I mean, you can see that there is basically none. There's two-handed, there's engineering. So there are 2 engineering books. And then we got gunpowder, crossbow, scouting. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so yeah, I don't really want to spend all my cash here, of course. So that's the reason why I'm being a bit careful, being a bit cautious with what we spend our money on, because I really don't want to, you know, put myself down to less than 10,000 in cash if I can help it. And also we may indeed want to end up getting a companion for ourselves as well. We do want to get a companion. And I have a lot more space than I did when I left. So that's obviously a bit of an issue, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, let's just read this scroll. We're hopefully maybe even going to be able to get to 75 like this. Yep, I think we will get to 75. There we are. We actually did get to 75. That's amazing. That's really, really good. That means I can now use adept level spells, and we actually gained a level in the process too. So very, very pleased about that as well. So what we can do now is we can either go for faith, which I think I will probably do. I would like to get to the max level faith, to be honest. I think that would be absolutely incredible and super, super fun to do. So I think I will go for the last focus point in that. And I actually have a career point now as well. So let's do that too. And let's level up this. So all troops gain 15% extra magic damage. Let's do it. Why not? And otherwise, apart from that, I now have the ability to learn more things from Mr. Magister Man here. So let's have a look. I have 36,000 to spend. So what do we want to go for? Well, we do have Law of Life. What is this? Caster merges their eyes, firing a single fast, penetrating projectile in the aimed direction. That seems like a super powerful ability right here. I don't know how much damage it's going to deal. Allies in a 3-meter radius gain 5 health per second. Lasts 12 seconds? Are you serious? What? That's actually incredible. That is literally one of the... I feel like that sounds like a super powerful ability. I want to get that, and I also want to get this. So I'm going to get this, and then we're going to see what happens. I'm not going to buy regrowth right now because I don't have enough cash. I don't have enough cash for it, unfortunately. I'd love to have it because it seems super, super strong. But I'm thinking to level up my spellcraft and to be, you know, just that much more effective at dealing damage, I'm going to need to have some kind of way of, you know, having offense. I know that someone actually did mention as well that if you do get Law of Beasts, which we will be doing when we get to tier 2 in terms of clan tier, Law of Beasts has some really strong skills. So thank you very much for letting me know about that as well. Okay, so what do we want here? Well, I'm probably going to go for Drill Sergeant. There we go. And I'm actually going to go in. I'm actually going to go into this battle. Now, usually I would, you know, be the first person to tell you, yeah, just don't waste your time, you know. Don't waste your time with you know, going into some random deserter party or whatever if you can completely stomp them easily. However, the main problem that I'm going to be foreseeing here is that I want to try out this new spell. I want to see what's going on with it because I really don't want to be caught out. Here's the Aura of Resistance. There's Summer Heat. There's the Green Eye. And so what I'm going to do, hopefully I'm not going to get shot in the face and killed, because let's face it, I'm actually pretty weak right now in regards to armor and protection. So I'm going to die very, very quickly if I get hit by something hard. And we do need to be very careful about the fact that this is indeed a penetrating projectile. So if I can actually use it in a line against the opponent... Okay, that... not... It's actually not bad. Hilariously enough, it is actually not bad. As you can see, I'm actually able to kill things pretty fast, and I'm doing quite a lot of damage. If you think about the amount of Well, if you think about it in terms of DPS, if you pardon the MMORPG term, you know, because obviously, let's face it, you know, DPS, damage per second. If you think about it like that, then you're going to be like, that's actually not too bad. It does cost me a huge amount of Winds of Magic to be able to cast it, though, which is obviously, well, a bit sad, because it does about the same damage as Magic Bolt. But it is faster, and it does have a potential for slightly higher AoE. But now that I've kind of tested it out, it kind of lets me know that, yeah, maybe I should have gone for regrowth, you know what I mean? But that doesn't really matter. It's neither here nor there, because I'm going to be able to make cash back again. But it's just really nice that we were able to try it out, you know what I mean? I think that's super cool. Anyway, I'm going to level these guys up. It's going to be another 5,000 for me. We're going to go back to the little town here. Actually, go back to this town. I'm not going to go over to this one because I have to go across the bridge again. And all we're going to do, of course, is we're just going to sell this book because I do not need it any further. And then we're back up to 14,000, which is very, very nice. So yeah, now we're going to go over to the Chaos Portal, and this is going to give me the opportunity to, well, have some fun with my new spell, because obviously it is indeed pretty decent at what it does. It is not the best, obviously, because it is just an adept spell. It's not supposed to be amazing. But it could also be a good idea for me to try out some of the other things as well, like, for example, the heat one, because the heat one is obviously going to make it a lot easier for us to, well, stop the enemy from killing us, potentially. Because they're going to have a lot more, they're just going to be a lot slower, a lot more sluggish, and it's going to make things easier for us to pick them off, potentially. So yeah, let's just continue eliminating these guys while we can, because they're literally right in our way, and we might as well. Oh, I actually did advance in level. Okay, yeah, look at that. We've got Clan Tier 2 now. That means I can spec into these things now, which is really, really fun. And we've now unlocked the second lore too, so do bear that in mind. So that's actually really amazing. And I didn't even realize this, by the way, but yeah, thank you very much for actually letting me know. I think someone from the mod team actually let me know about this as well, where when you get to the highest, or one of the highest tiers with your clan, tier 4, you know, tier 4 and above is pretty good, you know, you're pretty well established at that point. Anyway, once you do that, you unlock another lore, so you're basically not even human at that point. So I very much appreciate that fact, and thank you very much for letting me know. So what we can now do is we can get either one of these. Obviously I can't right now because I don't have enough career points, but look at this. Extra 20% ward save if your armor weight does not exceed 4 weight. In other words, very much prioritizing being, you know, super careful about things. This is going to be super good though. Party movement speed is increased by 1.5 at all times. So that basically just means I need to level up. Yes. I need to level up as fast as I can. So the best way that I can do that, well, it's probably fighting some chaos people, right? Some chaos people. I think that seems like the best possible idea. So that is exactly what we're going to do in just a moment. But again, you've got to bear in mind that I don't actually have the amount of troops that I could have. As you can see, I actually have space for another 30. Another 30? Yeah, another 30. So I'm not best pleased at the moment about the fact that I'm so far away from Britannia, but I kind of needed to travel pretty far distance to get over here and to actually, you know, get things going. But that's the funny thing. I could actually start recruiting from Empire units. Maybe that would be an idea, because Empire units do have some pretty cool ranged solutions. And I don't actually have any ranged solutions at the moment, but does that matter? That's the question. I just don't know whether I want to diversify my army too much, because if I do that, then we're not going to be as cohesive. Not sure. I don't know. Let me know what you think, at least, because for me personally, I feel like I kind of like to stay with only cavalry for the moment, because that's kind of how Britannia is supposed to play. But then I also think, well, maybe I'm missing out, you know? Maybe I'm missing out on actually using a wonderful and powerful troop in some way by not using the Empire. And that could be the case. I don't know. And here we go. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I have Aura of Resistance. We've got all this wonderful stuff. Just going to tell everyone to charge in. Well, I'm going to tell them to auto-delegate so they can choose whatever they want to do. And we're going to try out Summer Heat here. Let's see how this goes. Cast that on them. There we go. I actually do gain Spellcraft for that. And they are all slowed now, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. And then we can just do some damage. Look at the amount of damage that we dealt. I'm obviously not killing them. Which is kind of... Oh, there we go. We're actually killing some things now. I can actually do a lot of damage, as you can see. And we actually gained a level. Yeah, you know what? I actually really like this weapon. Yeah, I actually really like this weapon. I was about to say again. What is wrong with me? Okay. Apparently, so everything is wrong with me right there. But yes, anyway, as I wanted to say, I really actually like this spell. I think this is a pretty cool spell. If you can use the spell on... if you can use your spell on a majority of units 3 times and no other damage has been dealt to them, then you're going to kill them all in that situation. And you're going to have a pretty good shot at earning a lot of experience in the process. It's going to be really, really powerful, actually. So... that's something to bear in mind as well. So yeah, that's really useful. I actually wonder, is there a way for me to regenerate my Winds of Magic in combat? I'm going to assume probably not. But who knows? Maybe there is a way in the next, in the next career paths. Because there's, I think, 3 more things that we can... upgrade, and yeah, that's obviously going to be something that maybe we want to check out as soon as possible. But we did level up again, and look at that, we gained 5.2 right now. So that was a small battle with some chaos units. Obviously, we were helping this fellow gain some charm skill. That was my main purpose of doing that, actually, just to literally see what was going on basically with them, because I kind of wanted to make sure that we kind of knew what we were getting into. Nice new horse armor there as well. Actually just going to run over here and take care of these beastmen real fast, because even though they're not Empire deserters, because as we all know, Empire deserters and deserters in general are going to be far and away the best for you to fight for cash purposes. Beastmen also do come with quite a few pieces of loot that can be rather nice to sell, and I'm just doing that real fast before we head in here. And we can sell our prisoners for 1,000 as well. I'm obviously not going to be spending too many points in roguery or anything like that, even though I may want to, because I personally really love roguery skill. But as you can see, we only gained 7,000 from that, which is a bit sad. But we've still got 28,000, so we're doing okay. Now all I need to do is just wait around here. Yes, so the Dark Moon rises. Unfortunately, that has now happened. I was kind of hoping that we would not have that happen yet until I went into the Chaos Portal, because if I went into the Chaos Portal and then activated again, then we would obviously be able to do it twice over, which would actually be really, really good for a variety of different reasons. But yeah, obviously that didn't happen. Okay, so me going into that auto-resolve right there did actually get me some pretty decent medicine skill. And as I said to you before, I kind of want to get to a decent point. Fosric's Fortress. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to recommend that you pause here if you want to read this. I'm not going to read it right now because we've already read this in the previous series. So otherwise, investigate the Citadel closer. Curiosity compels you to draw nearer. Use your knowledge of magic to detect what's unique. I have 45% chance. I failed. No. I failed. Ah, well, never mind. I actually can't remember what that actually gives me. But if it is something cool and I missed out on it, well, then I am forever sad. But, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. Anyway, let's move on and try to fight a band of Chaos Warriors. I'm looking for... Yeah, there we go. Got 75 of them here. Alright, so here we go. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm going to go for... Oh, I don't even know what to go for here, because I'm actually not going to be doing tournaments. Oh, actually, funnily enough, I should probably do a tournament. I think someone recommended that I do a tournament in Bretonnian territory, because I think there might be some cool scenes. some cool scenes to see there, because I very briefly showed a tournament with my vampire series in a vampire town, and the amount of work that was done in those scenes is just, it is just gigantic, the amount of work done there. So I'm thinking, yeah, why not? Let's go for self-promoter, just in case we do actually end up winning. And nomadic traditions is probably not going to be that useful for me, so I'll go for deeper sacks. It's kind of a bit weird for me to go for that, but I will go for it nevertheless. And I'm thinking spellcraft. I think I will actually spec into spellcraft, because there is actually a skill here that provides you 1 focus point in medicine. I'm not entirely sure if that is even necessary though, because if you take a look at this, you gain +3 hit points for every point in discipline. I think this is insanely powerful. So I think what I will do is I will literally just go for another point in this, and then another point in discipline. And then we'll see how that goes. Anyway, oh yeah, wait. I did level up, so I do have another career point, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, so we could go for Fey Enchantment, which is going to give me all Knight troops gaining 15% ward save, which is actually kind of hilarious and super, super powerful. However, I am going to probably... You know what? I am just going to get it. I think that that is very, very useful. I think that's very useful. Way too useful to give up on that, in my opinion. Because ward save, according to quite a few people, is really strong. So I was kind of thinking, yeah, you know what? Let me just go for it. Okay, let's see what happens. We're going to charge everyone in, I guess. And not sure what else to do, really. There's not much more for me to do apart from just head over here and use Green Eye to do massive damage. Yes, there we go. Good amounts of damage, please. Can I do some more? Yes, I can. And how about some more? Yes, okay. I mean, I don't even know how much this is actually doing, to be honest. I hope that these guys are not going to spread out too much, because that's going to make things a bit more difficult for me. Okay, there we go. Nice. Look at the amount of damage. The amount of damage being done right now. It's insanity. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to be able to do anything now, so I will just have to use Aura of the Lady just to gain some faith skill, and just to buff my units. Ugh, it's kind of annoying to actually get these guys in, you know, any kind of area of effect. But yeah, there we go. We were managing a little bit there. And maybe I can use Magic Bolt? That actually killed someone. Wow, okay, that's pretty amazing. And we did 65 damage, so Green Eye actually does do quite a lot less in terms of damage, but that's not really that big a deal, I suppose. This spear is really not doing that much damage at all, by the way, especially against these guys, because they obviously have really good gear. Don't know whether you've noticed that, but they do have very, very protective armor. And they're probably going to be able to kill me super, super easily too. Oh, nice hit. That was a neck shot right there. That was a neck shot. That's what we want to see. Thank you. Oh, nice damage. Nicole coming in with the damage right there. Who would have expected that? Not me, not me. Okay. Very nice. And there we have it. That seems to be about it. I wasn't really able to get too many more kills, but as you can see, I actually did manage to get 15 kills with such a low amount of offense, which is actually not too bad. And considering the fact that my Winds of Magic doesn't regenerate at the moment, I obviously don't know whether it will eventually, but it is not at the moment, so obviously, you know, I can't really do much about that. So yeah, considering that, I'm actually pretty happy. I'm actually pretty happy with how that went. We are now getting a huge amount of over-encumbrance just from the fact that that the meat here is actually just going crazy. We're just getting a huge amount of meat, of course, because that's all the Chaos Raiders tend to have on them, apart from, you know, some mount armor and some of their weapons and everything. So yeah, anyway, let's go back to Averheim here. And I was actually very pleased with our performance there. I didn't really feel like I was suffering too badly, and I felt it was pretty good. We didn't really take too much damage as a result either. And 11,000 is also coming in. Actually 20,000 almost. Very nice indeed. Do they have any banners here? No, they don't have any banners here. Sad, sad. Oh well, never mind. I now have 49,000. So now the question is, what kind of companions do we want to recruit? Do we want to get more damsels to join us? I'm thinking maybe that would be an idea, wouldn't it? think that might be quite fun. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.